If you've been posting on YouTube for a while and nothing is happening, this video is for you. You spent hours coming up with ideas, filming the video, editing the video, uploading the video, only to get 10 views. Then you open up YouTube on your homepage and you find somebody that's doing the same type of videos that's going 20 times faster, and you're wondering, why is this even happening? And is this even a waste of time? Well, I used to think the same way as you did. But after spending the last year building this channel, I've realized something that completely changes the way I look at YouTube. The biggest thing that you can get from YouTube isn't really the views. It's the person you become while you're getting no views. But let me explain what I'm on about. So building a YouTube channel is going to build resilience like nothing ever before. You see, I wanted to get monetized within a year. It didn't happen, and that's alright. And that's why most people quit, because they try to post one video, 20 videos, 30 videos, and they find that they're getting little to no growth at all at the beginning. And after studying many people that grow on YouTube, I've realized that actually most of them take 2 to 3 years to grow a YouTube channel, but most people don't even get the chance to do it because they don't post. But if you do keep posting your videos, that's going to build the mental toughness that you've never thought you had. One, because you're going to start to enjoy the process, so that makes it a lot easier. But also, you don't give yourself a choice. It's just like brushing your teeth or going to work. When you go to work and you're employed by a company, you're not going to say, I don't feel like it today, I'm not going to go there. Well, it's the same thing with YouTube. If you think the same way as you would at a job, you probably would film when you decided that you wanted to film. Whether it's coming up with ideas or filming on a certain day and time, you would do it. And that's exactly how I consider YouTube. If you want to make a living off YouTube, you're going to have to build some resilience, and you're going to have to treat it like a business, and both go hand into hand. The next thing is your videos are always going to improve. If you post videos and you start talking to the camera and you do that many times over, you're going to improve, one, your videos, but also your portfolio. So your first videos are not going to be good. Mine weren't good. Anybody that you look up to, their first videos weren't good, and that's alright. That's actually a good thing, because you start before you're actually good, and that's the only way to get good at it. But after posting video after video after video, your videos are going to get better and better and better, and your portfolio of videos are going to get better as well, and your people are going to find videos that you posted a year ago or a few months ago, maybe even multiple years ago, that are just going to pop up. And I've seen this happen to so many creators in the past, that once they improve their videos, once they find the one thing that needs to be improved and then the next thing that needs to be improved, their videos just get better and better and better. And if you want me to help you to find what you need to improve as fast as possible and how to improve it, click on the first link in the description and we can have a chat about your own YouTube channel. The next thing about consistency is, one, it's going to help you, but two, it's going to help the algorithm. Now, the algorithm is just human beings. So if people watch your videos and they quit your video, YouTube is going to understand that that video isn't for that type of person. But they might find another video or another person that does like your videos and that stays until the end, that clicks on every single video. And YouTube is going to think, I need more of these people to watch that YouTube channel because that YouTube channel is catered to them. And the more they find people like that, the more it's going to be an audience that's catered to you. They just enjoy your stuff. They're going to be the right age, the right target audience, their interests are going to be right, etc. But at the beginning, But when you post your very first video, YouTube doesn't know who it's for, so they're going to show it to a bunch of random people. They don't know who your target audience is, and eventually, after posting multiple videos, they'll understand who wants to watch your videos and who doesn't. And they're just going to instantly show it to the right people. People are starting to subscribe to your channel, watch more of your video, like, comment on your videos. All of these things just show YouTube that it's a great thing to show those type of people that video. And by the way, you should subscribe to this channel. So all of these things just come from building your channel and posting more videos because you're improving yourself, your audience is improving, YouTube is improving at showing you your videos to the right people, and it's just growing over time. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't improve. That means that the more you improve, the more YouTube knows who your video is for. The next thing is you're going to discover what your audience wants. When you post videos and you start growing and you start getting some views, and when I say some views, it doesn't mean that you're getting millions of views, but maybe you're getting 5 to 10 views and all of a sudden you're getting 20 views. And that's a good sign. That means that that video is interesting to your audience. You should build more on that type of video. What did you change on that video? Is it the title? Is it the thumbnail? Is it the intro? Is it the subject of the video? Subjects are super important. If it's any of those things, you can figure it out and you can understand, maybe test more about that specific subject or test more about whatever you want to test. Your audience is going to tell you why that or what video is interesting to them. So make more of that content, make more of those types of videos. What did you change in that video? What was the subject of the video? Make more videos about that. Actually, the video that you're watching right now is exactly that strategy. I've noticed that you people like that type of title. I've made a few videos that got more views than other videos, and so I decided to make this video. Hopefully it will get more views than the others. So that's all a balance thing. You don't want to repeat the same video again and again and again. But if you do make those videos and you find videos that are outliers, that meaning that they got more views than others, that means that you should post more of that type of content, whether it's the title, thumbnail, idea, or the intro. All of these things matter. All of these things can be improved. But if you find something that's winning, make sure it is. You know, I've seen some videos about content creators that do this all the time, that have one type of video that just works on their channel. They have the same strategy all the time. This, you know, a couple of years ago was 10 things that do this or 10 things about that lists. They were working really well for some people, so they just did it over and over and over again, and they were getting views over and over and over again. Now, does that mean that you should post any video out there? No, you shouldn't, because you should also watch out that keep your audience in mind. You don't want to post for the sake of going viral. I'm not a fan of anything viral. I'm not chasing virality. I'm chasing building a community that enjoys, that interacts with my content, that wants to build something, that wants to build a YouTube channel, that wants to build a business after that. I'm not trying to cater to an audience that's bungee jumping or something. That's not my audience. If you do that, great, but that's not what this channel is about. So if I find a viral video that does that, I'm not going to do it because it doesn't cater to my audience. If I find a Mr. Beast video that says I survived 20 days in the jungle, I'm not going to make that video because I don't care. That's not what I want to talk about. My audience doesn't care about that. So Yes, it can get more views, but you should also watch out what you want to do. Do you want to get famous, or do you want to build a really tight community of people that are interested in the stuff that you create and that you want to share with the world? That's probably why I'm not growing as fast as some other channels. I'm not trying to get millions and millions of views. Some others are, but I'm not interested in being famous. If I get a video that gets millions of views, yes, it will be good, but it will be good for the right type of audience, not just for anybody. The next thing kind of ties into that, and that's you can really make an impact more than you can even believe. So when you first start building a YouTube channel, you're going to talk about a subject maybe that you know about, or like me, that you want to learn more about. When I started this channel, I knew basically nothing about YouTube, or very little. But when I posted my first video, I knew more than the person who hadn't ever posted. And that's something that you really need to understand, is that those things are important to you. You can actually change people's lives even though you don't believe you can. If you want to learn something, it's better to learn somebody that's 2 or 3 steps ahead of you than somebody who's done that millions of years ago, not millions of years, but 30 years ago, that is just completely disconnected from what you're trying to reach. So they might have already built the audience and they're just repeating their videos. They found the subject, they've done that years and years and years ago, and you're still trying to get your first 50 subscribers or 10 subscribers. That can be a struggle. So instead of trying to look up to those people, try to find somebody that's a few steps ahead of you. And by the way, I can help you with the first link in the description if you want me to look at your channel and tell you what I think you should improve. So learning from people that are just a few steps ahead of you is sometimes a lot more valuable than somebody who's super far ahead of you. It's just like asking it's just like trying to learn how to drive. I can teach you how to drive. There's no need to go and see a Formula 1 driver to teach you how to drive. They're so far ahead. But you don't need that, because you're not trying to go to a racetrack and race your cars. So take people that are a few steps ahead of you, that are helping people that are just ahead of you. And if you're creating content, you need to also keep that in mind, that you can help people and you can have an impact, even though you're not the biggest expert in the world, because you don't really need the experts. You need somebody that's relatable and that you can speak to, that's a human being, not just a random AI video. That's another thing that you really do need to keep in mind. The next thing is YouTube can create future opportunities like you wouldn't believe. So when you first start creating YouTube videos, you just want to grow a YouTube audience. That's what I wanted to do. Then you realize that you actually can impact people, a smaller group of people, but you can really impact them and help them in a certain way. And that's way more interesting than just being famous, as I just talked about. So that's one of the things. But also, once you start to build your core audience, you build your community, then you might have something that you can help, just like, helping you with your YouTube channel. It costs some money, not very expensive, but it does. And you can just start to build a business with that in mind. Just keep building on top of the things, and you realize that the world is just opening to you. Maybe you'll have contact with somebody that you never thought you would have contact with. Maybe somebody you look up to or something like that. But that just all comes from building an audience, meeting different people that you wouldn't think. But it's not like working at a day job. When you first start and you have 2 or 3 subscribers, and same goes for views, if you have 0 to 5 views, it's not going to have a big impact. It's not like at a job where you work at a job, you get paid by the end of the month. When you work on YouTube or you are trying to build a YouTube channel, you won't impact a ton of people right at the beginning. It might be after a year, it might be after 2 years, it might be after 10 years. But if you're enjoying the process, you can still put that into place, but don't expect it to be super fast. But it can also bring you value and just come after a while, and you have things that you would never expect to happen to you. Now, as I said, I uploaded videos for a whole year, even more than a year, and 2 or 3 videos per week, every single week. And I've learned a ton of stuff with that, and you should watch that video so that you can learn that and learn things through me so that you don't have to go through them. So with that said, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.